Hello and welcome to the Planet Crafter. This is a new game recently released in early access where the player is in charge of terraforming a whole planet. This is done through various methods, including pressure and heat and oxygen, adding that in, and then developing a biosphere. And the game has kind of a largely kind of astroneer type of feel to it, with a lot of something like space engineers thrown in, and maybe a touch of something like Satisfactory as well. We're going to do a couple of episodes on this right now, or now, and then we're going to come back to it periodically to kind of see how the development proceeds, and to kind of continue developing our planet's terraformation. So we're going to get started. I did do a short, well, not super short, but a short standard game here, actually in the demo. The demo is available. It's the prologue version of the game. It's available on Steam, so you can try the game before you buy it. And but I want to just go ahead and I ended up going ahead and buying it because I already am enjoying it a lot. So I also want to mention that the developer is Miju Games. Or Miju Games, not sure how that's pronounced. So check it out on Steam if you are interested in it. If you like it, give it a follow, give it a wish list if you're interested in purchasing it, and by all means try out the demo to make sure that you indeed like it. So let's start a new game here. We could name it, although I haven't figured out exactly how to name these yet. They don't seem to have you don't seem to have the ability to edit the name, so I'm not sure what that's about. The game modes here: standard, relaxing, intense, and hardcore. I did start on standard. You drop some items when you die, so death isn't totally painful. Dying has no consequences. Oxygen, health, and water decrease slowly. That's not really bad. They're not barely bad enough, in my opinion, to warrant going to relaxing, based on my experience so far with the demo, that is. Intense, we don't want that, and then we definitely don't want hardcore, because your save files is completely deleted when you die. No, thank you. Standard sounds good. And the standard spawn location, as we're going to do that, we could spawn randomly. We could spawn at the Sand Falls or the Grand Rift. We'll start with the standard location. And let's go ahead and get started. The game doesn't actually jump you into right away. You come right back out here to the menu, so it confused me for a moment there that it didn't just start the game right away. But we can go here into Survival 2 and load that up. Also, if you notice, there was no sound in the menu. I'm assuming that's something that they will be working on, but there is sound now, music included, but definitely background sound effects and action sound effects that we're gonna hear as I play through it. So we spawn in a drop pod here on a planet. Interestingly, the drop pod door never closes. I'm assuming that's either a bug or a not yet implemented thing, because we're obviously inside. You can see the O2 meter down there in the bottom left here is completely full and not depleting. We only have 100 oxygen, and you can see the water, hydration rather, and the health are both decreasing, so we're going to have to keep maintaining all three resources. But anytime we're in this drop pod, our oxygen stays at 100, or goes back to 100 and stays at 100. You can see it depleting now. But then jump in and it's done. So there's a few first steps given up here in the upper left hand corner. I'm going to switch into the inventory screen just so I can use my mouse and then switch it here. I haven't found if there's a way to decouple the mouse cursor unless you're in one of the menu screens. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So craft backpack T1. There's a crafting station here in the drop pod. There's also a storage crate here and a chair that does nothing. Does this do anything? Read message. Welcome to your assigned planet. Your mission is to advance the terraformation process of this world. Generate O2, heat, and pressure to do so. First, reach 125,000 TI. I'm not sure what TI is. I meant to look it up before I started and then didn't. And create a blue atmosphere. All right, we will do that. So we have those first few steps. Let's go to the crafting table here, and we can see what we can do. We need to create backpack 1. That needs 2 iron. That's the first item we have there in the first step, so we're going to do that. What's here in the box? Let's see, some seed lerma, a bunch of space food, and some water. Okay, let's go outside, see if we can find some iron. So first off, you can see right away that there are these mineral bits laying around on the ground. The ones that look like brains is titanium. Cobalt is blue, of course. Iron has the little, rusty bits in it. And just going to click to collect that. And that's all it is to collect these. That's 2 iron now. Let's go back in here and go to the crafting desk and create the backpack. Backpack creates and automatically goes into your inventory, which took me a second to find. So hitting tab here and then clicking on it puts it into our equipped gear here, and you saw that it expands the inventory by 4 additional slots. So a little bit of extra space, but that's fine. The next thing is to craft an oxygen tank. Back here again, oxygen capsules. No, oxygen tank, I'm sorry. Oxygen tank V1 costs 2 cobalt, iron, and magnesium. Let's go outside and find some more stuff. So we need cobalt. I'm going to grab a couple of those, I think. What's this? Silicon. We'll grab one of those. We'll need it later eventually. The clear white stuff is ice. We'll need those to have for water later on. Grab a couple of cobalts. Grab a titanium brain here. This looks like iron, and I think it was magnesium we needed. Grab another silicon. I was going to grab another iron here. Magnesium looks like a little like Y shape. Here it is right here, or V shape maybe. There, tri-corner V specifically. Oh, oxygen level's low. We need to get back to the pod. Oh, we're a little far away. Run, run, run. If we run out of oxygen, as noticed in the difficulty setting, we could drop a few items where we die, but otherwise we're not really that lost for wear, or that worse for wear. I just barely started to fade as I came in through the door. You kind of fade to black, and then if you hit black, then it's you respawn. In this difficulty mode, of course. Let's go here and unlock the oxygen tank V1. That, of course, goes again into inventory, which is tab, by the way, to get to the inventory. Let's equip that as well. And that extends our oxygen to 145, which is a little bit tough to read right there, but you can read it well enough, I think. And then the next thing we need to do is craft the microchip for construction, which is this one here. It needs 2 silicon and 2 magnesium. Let's go off in maybe a slightly different direction and look for some different magnesium. I'm also going to grab a little bit more cobalt, I think. And some iron, too. That's silicon. I don't really want silicon. Iron. Here. You gotta be careful because you can't. You fill up your inventory and you're done. You gotta go back to the ship. Magnesium. So right now it's all about like short excursions to kind of run out, and let's grab maybe some ice. To kind of run out, grab a few items, head back and do another thing. So it starts out in a way a lot like many other games do in that respect, in that you can't really accomplish a whole lot. Ooh, magnesium's right there too. Until you kind of ramp up your accomplishments, I guess. There we are. Back. Here we go. Let's craft that microchip. And then tab again and equip that as well. And what that does is it allows you to build structures by pressing the corresponding key. And I don't entirely know what that's used for just yet, but, well, I do know. But we'll get to it in a minute. Now we need to craft a living compartment, speaking of building structures. The living compartment is here in your queue menu, which is new once you've equipped that microchip construction. So it gives you this menu here to be able to build these various things. And we need to build a living compartment, which takes 2 iron and a titanium, which I happen to have. I'm going to build this a little bit away, not too far away, but a little bit away from the pod, because this is also another source of oxygen. And we want to be able to, have another place to go to kind of hide out and live. Let's go there maybe, and we'll pick up some of this silicon and stuff around here. And now we need to craft a door for the place. That's here. Iron, titanium, and silicon. Do I want the door? Which side do I want the door on? Probably this side. There we go. Crafted the door. So it kind of also has a little bit, or feels a little bit like me, or to me, like we played Breath Edge about a year ago. It kind of feels a bit like that to me as well. A little bit with the building and things like that. So it's got kind of a nice combination of a few different games. So we crafted the building here. We have the door ready to go. The next thing that wants us to craft is drill tier 1, which is here. We need some more titanium brains for that. Let's go on and look for some of those. And we can always use, various things like magnesium, silicon, cobalt. But I would like to find definitely iron. Iron's a big one. Titanium brains. Let's see here. Low power. I actually don't know what low power means. Oh, I do know what low power means. Never mind. I know what low power means. It's not talking about my power, my suit power, or something like that. It's talking about the power for the stuff that I've built. And so far, it's just, of course, the structure. So we'll get to that in a moment. Let me go inside and freshen up a little. There we go. And then we can come back out here and look at drill tier 1, which is right here. I'm going to put this just a little bit away. We don't need it super close. There's no like power lines or anything we really have to run. So that's good. And then the next thing to craft is a wind turbine, which only costs iron, which is also really good. Let's come over here and just kind of start building those. And power just got booted up, which is great. Okay, let's head back in and take another look at the next thing, which is building the screen for terraformation status screen here. Iron, cobalt, and silicon. Oh, notice, by the way, each building here has a amount of energy and pressure that it affects. So the wind turbine gives us 1.2 per second of energy, which I think we'll find out a little bit of. I think is kilowatts, but I'm not positive. The drill is minus 0.5. And the pressure is 0.2 per second pressure, which is, if you look up here in the upper right corner, when I take my when I clear out of this interface, we're up to 9 Ti right now. So let's see here. Let's do the terraformation screen. I did manage to get one of these to hang on the wall like that, but it's a little bit wonky to get it to work. It has to be perfectly square to the wall like this, which does work. So if you want, you can do that, or you can also just set them on the floor, I think. No, maybe not this one. Okay, never mind. Put this one on the wall. So we have no oxygen, no heat, and our pressure is 15 nanopascals. And we're increasing by 0.2 nanopascals per second. So that was the... what are we at? I didn't see what the message was. Water's getting a little low. Hydration. So that's here, this 0.2 per second. That's the nanopascals per second. So we're slowly increasing in pressure. Yep. All right, so the next thing we need to make is the blueprints screen. Let's do that. That needs silicon. So let's go outside. Actually, head back toward the pod while we collect the silicon. We also could probably select some more iron here. Silicon, there we are. Because we need some water, and we have to go back to the pod for right now to make or to get water. I should probably do some ice. There we are. Hop into the pod, and I think we might have had some water capsules in here. We did, so I can drink one. That gives you... fully quenches your thirst, so no matter how low it is, you're good. And then these space food packs give you 40 health, which I don't know if it's 100 health total or what it is. I'm not going to eat one yet. So we need to craft that blueprint thingy. Actually, let me grab this and a couple of these, and we'll head back and craft the blueprint thingy in the habitat, whatever they called it. Living compartment. That's what they called it. Can't pick up anything more because my inventory is full. But what I want to do here is actually create a storage crate over here. Because eventually I want to move away from using the pod anyways. So we're going to put this crate right here. That cost me 1 iron, but that's fine. And then we can load some stuff in here, which I'm going to do with the food and the water for now. And any surplus minerals or whatever that we might want to load in there, we can do that as well. Let's see, the blueprint screen here. This one cannot be hung on a wall as far as I can tell. It's just wait, there was a spot. I saw a spot where it went green for a moment. Maybe? Ah, there it is. But it's kind of like a weird, like, floating thing, so it's obviously not intended to be on the wall. So I'm going to put it here on the floor and underneath the terraformation status. And this shows us the blueprints we can unlock as the game progresses. So here's our current terraformation score. Oxygen, heat, and pressure components of that. We have we can unlock a backpack tier 2 at 300. We can unlock a solar panel at 1,000. We can unlock an indoor ladder at 1 PPT, one oxygen part per 1,000, I assume. We can unlock, and I'm going to go outside in a moment. We can unlock the veggie tube tier 2, which I don't even know what that is, at 500 picokelvins of heat, maybe. And then the oxygen tank V2 unlocks at 70 nanopascals. We're at 51 already, so we're getting there. Outside, what's going on? There's a small meteor shower, no big deal. As far as I could tell from my previous play, they never actually hit the player or anything the player has built. But I could be wrong on that. And I definitely could be wrong on that, or at least they don't damage it, at the higher difficulty levels. You can see like the weird bits and stuff coming down. Alright, so we need to make a heater next. The heater takes Iridium. Now, Iridium was an interesting thing because I had no idea where to find it. And I looked around for quite a while, kind of ventured out to about half my oxygen meter distance from, you know, from the from either of my buildings, and then came back, and I could not find it. There's not a whole lot of stuff out here except for little bits of minerals. And if you notice, I'm picking up lots of cobalt for a reason. 6. Okay, good. 7. Nope. And 8. And eventually the meteor showers just stop. And as far as I can tell, they didn't do anything. Now there is a point of interest up there. Perhaps something we can go and look in. And I haven't made it as far yet to those, but because they're quite a ways away. But I did look at I did look online to find where you can find the Iridium at. And where we can find the Iridium at is actually in a cave that's over in that direction. And so we're going to do that. I want to go over here though to the pod and make some of these this cobalt into oxygen canisters. We just unlocked oxygen tank V2 as well, which we can't do yet, I don't think. Let's make some of these. I think I can make 4 of them, which may or may not be enough. I think it'll be enough, but we'll see. I could also dump off some of this stuff into one or the other of these boxes, and then I could have more room for oxygen canisters. Before I leave, I'm definitely going to have a drink, and probably an eat as well, just to make sure that we have everything we need. Ooh, what's that shiny bit? Aluminum. Oh, aluminum. I'm full though. Okay. So aluminum's a little bit rare. Let's go make a couple more oxygen canisters. Go back to the other pod and drink. 2 more is what I bought. Got enough stuff for? Yeah. Unload our inventory, and then we can head out toward that cave with this oxygen supply we have. And meanwhile, this is all still just drilling away. There is, you know, it's just going to keep going, and it's going to keep increasing the pressure. So we did unlock this oxygen tank 2, and I don't think we can make it here. No, we have to actually build a thing. Craft station V2. Yes, we can. Okay. Let's go with right here for that. And then here's where we can make... Oh, we just lost power. Right. I need to go build another wind turbine, which means I need more iron. Did I put... No. I did not put any iron in there. Let's go... Let's do some... And then there's also like a sandstorm or something, whatever this looks like it might be, that comes up every so often as well. A couple more iron. It's ice. We could use some of that for water, I suppose. It's silicon. I want 1 more iron, maybe. Titanium brain. Of course, now I'm not finding iron. Iron is literally ridiculously available here, and I'm not finding any. Or I'm just stumbling right over it, one or the other. There we go. Inventory's full. Oh, well, that doesn't help any. Okay, go back to the base. We're almost out of oxygen anyway, so it's a good time. And then those just pass just as easily, too. So, I'm not sure if the environment's supposed to be in any way toxic, but it doesn't seem to be. Okay, so we need to make power, right? In Turbine, I've got enough stuff for a couple of these, I hope. And we can put them as close as possible to each other, just to kind of save a little bit of space here. Not that space is really an issue, because we have this whole valley and more probably to accumulate. Let's see. Backpack, no, oxygen tank V2. Needs V1 oxygen tank. We'll pull that out in order to use it. Silicon and a cobalt. Okay, let me dump some of this stuff off in here. And we can also make water capsules or water bottles here too, as well as oxygen. No problem. Put that away. Let's take one of these and one of these. Oh, yeah, it doesn't fill me up entirely. And let's go grab a little bit more of something. I forgot what it was now. Silicon, cobalt, titanium, magnesium. Titanium, magnesium. So silicon and cobalt. Okay, cobalt's easy to spot. Silicon's not that bad either. This is silicon. Cobalt is brightly blue, so it's easy to find. Oh, there's a couple iron right there. Ooh, is that? No, it's silicon. Okay. So, from what I can tell, Iridium is only found in that cave and occasionally in the meteor showers or something along that line. From what I read online, at least. Oxygen tank V2. Good. Let's unequip this one. And then we can make... Click the right thing. There we go. Oxygen tank V2. And then we can equip this one. And now this will give us 200 oxygen. And these will fully refill the oxygen, so that makes each of these that much more valuable. And I think we're okay to go on our expedition now. I don't think we'll need more water, but I guess we could take one with us. We should need more food, I think. I'll take it anyway. Take a food, take a water, and let's go. Along the way, we may find some of those blue crates, but I don't really... There's one already right there. That one was there in almost the exact same spot in my test game, so I think it's always here. And there's a lot of metal, some food, a blueprint microchip in here. That's good. So we'll stop and pick some of this stuff up on the way back, but I don't want to take a bunch of stuff with me because I'm going to bring Iridium back. Let's see. We have... we saw that one piece of aluminum. Here's another box there full of stuff. And we'll want to loot those for sure, because getting all that stuff all in one spot is really nice. Plus, I don't want to waste a bunch of time with the oxygen running out and whatnot here. Let's see. Here's another box. Let's see. Some food. Another blueprint microchip. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to pick those up, because getting free blueprints is not a bad deal. Well, I mean, they're all free because it's just based on the terraformation index, but still. So let's see, we're almost there, I believe. Yeah, it's right underneath this orange fall area here, which I think is sand, not lava, but I'm not positive. And there's also another wreck over there we'll want to examine at some point. And I could even put oxygen's low. A little base over here too if we wanted to. That wouldn't be a bad idea. There's cobalt over there, some magnesium here on the ground. We could have, so we could have those scattered kind of in different spots, and that way they would serve as a base of operations. Iridium is really easy to find once you get in here though, because it's literally glowing bright red. There should be a couple more around here. What's that? Aluminum. Let's grab that. That's kind of rare. It's apparently not very rare in this cave, but it's rare elsewhere in the world. So we'll grab that. Or at least it's more easily found here. Something like that. I'm just going to grab like 4 of these, because we don't have that much inventory space. But I also want to grab a few aluminum as well, just to make sure we kind of get a decent amount of stuff here. What's this? Nice. Okay, I don't care. Well, I do care, but... Let's see, that's 4 iridium, a couple of aluminum. If we see any more aluminum on the way out, we'll grab them, but that's all I'm going to grab for now. But you can see there's plenty of iridium in this cave. Plenty, plenty, plenty. And the cave is pretty extensive too. Like you can see there's an opening up there out to the top of the place. And there's other minerals in here too. So having a little bit of a base here to collect minerals might not be a bad deal if we feel like we need it. I'm not really sure, other than, you know, getting to 175,000 TI, I'm not really sure what we're looking at as far as the scope of the game. Okay, we only grabbed a couple of aluminum. Let's juice up again. So we're going to grab a couple of things out of that nearest bin to here on our way back. Specifically that blueprint microchip and things like that. I'm just kind of looking around, seeing if I see anything that I might want to go to. But we're going to eventually make it over to one of the wrecks and take a look there. But I think at that point we'll want to have, we'll want to establish another pod, another living compartment nearby it, so that we can indeed have a place to go back to as we're exploring it. You can kind of already see that crash pod over there, that landing pod over there already. Let's take this. I'm not sure what... aluminum, yes. Space food, maybe. I don't know what the eggplant seeds do. Iron and magnesium we'll find easily enough. We could grab some space food. We could even eat one space food. Not time for water yet. But we'll leave the rest of the stuff in that crate there, and we'll come back for it later. Probably. Maybe. I remember there being a crate off in this direction someplace. I don't remember exactly where. Kind of using... There's no, like, compass or any sort of guidance. There it is. In this game, so I want to... we don't need more eggplant seeds. Cobalt, silicon, iron, food, iron, cobalt. Okay. Not going to bother with those. You could easily get lost, I suppose. Oxygen's low again. Juice up. But I definitely want to get up there and explore those ruins too. Okay, so let's see. Here we had titanium, blueprint chip for sure, squash seeds, okay. And that's our full inventory. But we can come back here and definitely loot some more of this stuff at some point. That's that other piece of aluminum we found. At least it kind of shimmers in the sunlight, so we'll be able to find it easily enough. And so now we don't really need the landing pod so very much anymore. Because we can craft everything that it can craft here in this crafting station V2. Oh, exoskeleton. Let's put away some of this stuff. Maybe some of the extra iridium. We need to load those in to the... Do you load them in here? Yep. Decode. Agility boots tier 1. And you? Mining speed tier 1. Okay. Does that mean that affects these? I assume? Or is that my mining speed? Also, these don't... they apparently aren't part of this. They're separate blueprints. So let's go here and take a look at... Well, first of all, the agility boots. 2 aluminum, 2 fabric. I have no idea how to make fabric. Microchip mining speed tier 1. Oh, okay. Exoskeleton, titanium, silicon, and magnesium. How much of that do I have? Kind of none. Put the aluminum away. I'm going to put these away, and we'll go grab some iron and silicon. Maybe we can build the heater. Iron. We're going to need some water pretty soon. Some more iron. I always need iron. Silicon here. Oh, here's another crate. We should open that up. See what's in there. Water bottle, yes. Not eggplant seeds yet. Iron, magnesium, silicon, iron. Take the other magnesium as well. Okay. So there's lots of crates around. That's good. And the heater. Yeah, we're fine. The heater generates heat. Oh, you look at that. 0.3 per second of heat, and energy is -1 per second. Now, I assume this gets placed around somewhere. Huh. Where do I place this? It's supposed to be placed inside? That doesn't seem to make much sense. Because I'm assuming it's generating the heat for this. So wouldn't that mean that you'd want to place it outside? Not sure. Let's look also at... No, not that. This here. There's also an energy screen. We should build that as well. I did do that during my demo play, and forgot about it here. And this will tell us what's draining our power. we're currently draining 2 kilowatt hours. I was correct on the units here, and we're generating 3.6 kilowatt hours. So, so we can definitely use a bit more, or put down a bit more of something. I'm sorry. Let's see here. We probably could use a drink there, and generates heat. I mean, I can put it in here, but I don't think it's going to work in here. But I don't know where to put it outside either, unless the structures. Maybe structure frames here. Let's put this up like that, maybe. And then we can come up on top of it. Nope. Well, I'm going to put it inside and see if we start accumulating heat or not, because that'll be the explanation. There is a way to deconstruct things, so we'll do that if we need to. Let's see, heat. Oh, it is going up. Okay. Then apparently the heaters go inside, which is weird to me. I don't know if anybody has any comments. I would appreciate that, but at least we're boosting that up a little bit. Craft veggie tube tier 1. That's here. Iron, ice, and magnesium. I think I have some ice somewhere. Yes, I do. Let's go ahead and craft that. Place a seed in this device to generate O2. Interesting. Is that also an indoor thing? It appears to be. Yeah, it is. Interesting that some of the things are restricted to be indoorsy. Alright, let's go ahead and place it. I'm just going to put it here. Kind of getting crowded in here, but we can expand this out as well. And then it says place a seed in here. Now I have these seeds. Squash seeds, eggplant seeds. That throws it on the ground. And normally you click to put something into a building. That says a food grower, so maybe that's not the thing we want. Put those away for now. Put this away too. I do recall one other thing being in the... Grab some iron. If you see iron, grab it. Not really, because there's a lot of iron, but I'm just about out. I am out of iron, I think. I do remember there being a thing here called seed lerma. So let me take all the stuff out of here. And I can't deconstruct yet. I haven't built the deconstruction chip yet. Maybe I should. Silicon and magnesium for that. And also the torch. We can build those at the other station, though. So I don't know if you can actually deconstruct this, any of this pod or not. Silicon. Magnesium I remember seeing in one of the crates. Maybe this one. Grab some out of one of those. Magnesium. Let's grab a couple of titanium brains too, and maybe there's silicon. For now, we'll come back for later. Let's go back in here. I'm going to take that seed back and see if that goes into that pod. But for now, I want to do this too. Let's make this microchip. And then I have to put it in here. And now, if I do my scroll wheel here, it does give me the option to deconstruct, to build, to, I'm assuming that's targeting or harvesting or something. Yes, I can deconstruct. Okay. We're currently smushed into the... Okay, that's the only thing I can deconstruct, though. Apparently so. Yeah, it won't let me target anything else in here, so we're going to have to leave the rest of this alone. But hey, assuming I got a piece of iron out of that deal. I think so. Let's go here to just regular old scan or use icon there. From what I can tell, from when I was doing a practice mode here, you can still harvest no matter what mode it's in, but it has to do with how you use things. Let's go here and see if we can put that in. There we go. Okay. New blueprint received, backpack tier 2. So that was due to the pressure going above whatever it was that it needed to go above, probably 200 nanopascals. So we have that. This should be contributing now to the oxygen, I believe is what we saw. Yeah, 0.15 oxygen, 0.15 parts per quadrillion? I don't know. Per second. So, yeah. And a new blueprint received living compartment window. Oh, nice. That's here. Wow, we really got there. Glass wall for living pods. Okay. And that's here that needs cobalt. Do I have any cobalt? No. Okay, we'll go get some. Let's see. We were going to make backpack tier 2 as well, and we have the stuff for that. I actually have too much stuff for that. Let me go in here, drop off these oxygen canisters. That should be enough. Tab, take that out, and then make the backpack tier 2. And then we can equip that, and that gives us 2 extra row, or an extra row on top of the backpack V1. I should really, I guess, have more space here. Does this sort? Oh, it does sort. Okay, that's nice. Because I'm carrying around 4 packs of food, and I don't really need to have 4 packs of food. Let's put up a window. I need cobalt for a window. I'm sure we'll be able to find some easily enough. There we go. And a window, and then you can see that that's a little crazy there, but you can target it just like we targeted the door. We can target it on any of the 4 sides of the pod. I'm just going to do this one. And now we have a window we can look out of, or into. And this veggie tube is growing, indeed. Okay, oh, it tells me how much oxygen it's consuming. Or producing, rather. Okay. So we have oxygen going up, we have heat going up, we have pressure going up. And the pressure is done by the drill, of course. We could probably build some more drills, too, at some point. What else did I want to build? We could do the torch. We equip this ship to add a light to your multi-tool needed to explore Rex. Okay. We'll do that at some point. And the mining speed microchip we unlocked with that blueprint thing. Agility boots. We still need fabric for those. We probably have to go into the Rex to find fabric. I'm just guessing. Okay, so we're at 393 Ti already, which is good, quote unquote. We're gonna get to solar panels at 1,000. Oxygen would be nice if it went up faster. Plus, it's 1 part per 1,000, and we're at whatever PPQ is. Can't be parts per quadrillion. It's gonna be parts per million, maybe, but it would be ppm. I don't know. But what I want to do is build another compartment here. Iron, titanium. More iron. Oh, the irony. There was iron in one of these boxes. We could also probably just find some laying on the ground. Remember when I said pick up iron if you see it? Yeah. Getting dark out too. Yep, there's iron here. Let's take all this junk. I know there's another eggplant seed here, but that's fine. Iron here, sure. Some magnesium, of course. And maybe an extra cobalt. We have plenty of ice, I think. So that'll be fine. And then let's build another compartment. I think, from what I understood, at least these can attach. I can see it doing a linkage thing there, but this must be, I must have built this in the worst possible spot here because, yeah, it'll go there. Let's do that anyway. And then that should give us more room here. Except that these are in my way now. So can I take this down? Yes. And this one? Yes. And this one? Yes. And it drops some crap on the ground. I'm going to put them up over here instead. Maybe over here. Let's build terraformation thing. Spin it around. Put it there. Let's take this apart as well. We'll move it. Build it somewhere else. Let's see. Here. Blueprint screen, turn it around. And then power screen, turn that around. Alright, and then pick that up. And now I have a whole nother room that I can put some of this stuff in. So I'm going to put the crafting station back here. Here, maybe? I should put another, well, no, I don't want to put another window there because of the screens there and stuff. And more importantly, I think I want another box to put stuff in. Let's build another storage box here. Which side is the front? I don't know that it matters. Put that as far back into the corner as I can get it. I probably will end up moving the other one around too. But that way I can put in maybe the food packs here. Sort, please. And eggplant seeds, sure, until we figure out what we need to do with those. We can also put maybe the water and the oxygen in here too, although we're probably going to need that to go exploring at some point. I wish they stacked somehow, like 2 eggplant seeds taking up 2 spots seems... I mean, they're packs of eggplant seeds, but yeah. Let's see, we probably could actually use 1 food and 1 water, which means we need to make more water. Sort those again. No, we need to use them. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. And then what do we have here? A bunch of ice. Yeah, let's make some more water with the ice. Drop those in there for now. I guess it's already sorted. What else do we want to... So the next goal is to reach 175,000 Ti, which we're a bit off from. You know, factor of many. We could build some more. We need more titanium to build more drills, but we could build some more drills. I'm going to go loot the rest of this crate. Maybe... Wait. I did already. I just didn't deconstruct it. That gives me 1 iron. Indeed. Okay, good. Now let's grab this titanium. Couple of magnesiums right next to each other. Never a bad deal. I wonder if I should start building the power up here on the platforms. I think I should. I'm not sure about the distance for them though, but let's pretend we're gonna start these kind of like maybe like this. And then again, how close can they get? That's a decent spot. So can I deconstruct 1 of these? Or 2 of these even? And then set them up here instead. That way I can kind of define where they're laid out a little bit better. Yeah, so auto switched my tool there to be the build tool as soon as I selected something to build. So that's nice. There, and then we should be able to put one kind of over here in the grid pattern, maybe? Maybe not. Oh, oxygen level's low. Yeah, let's go breathe. Breathing is good. There we are. Actually, they're overlapping a little up there. Interesting. And it won't let me get as close as the other ones. Kind of, but not quite as close. There might be something wonky with spacing, but maybe we can also use that to our advantage a little bit. And find a good way to lay the pattern out. Deconstruct that, and then I'm assuming... Well, actually, let me put up another grid here, and we should be able to snap it. Yes, we can. And I saw a link icon there, too. I'm assuming we can put drills on top of this as well. We need iron for that. Oh, iron. Another titanium too, since we're passing by one. Lots of silicon. I'm not going to worry about that as much. More iron, for sure. Now, of course, I'm seeing lots of iron. And we're almost out of oxygen again. So I'm going to pop into the container here and breathe a little. I wonder if we should actually even build our structure on top of these grids too. That way it doesn't look like it's floating above the ground a little. Let's see if I can build a drill up here. I cannot, so they have to be built on the ground, which is logical. I'm just going to put it over here with the other one. Do I have enough to make another one? Yes. Let's put a few of these up. That way we get a little bit faster terraformation going on. And I suppose we could even build another heater or build another veggie tube. No, we can't build another veggie tube and another seed to put in it. We could do another heater. We just need more silicon. Oh, there's other things in here we can build too. A desktop, a chair, a bed. Need fabric for the bed though. Fabric for the chair. Sofa and sofa angle both need fabric. And the table needs iron and titanium. Well, I think what we're going to do is leave this here for right now. Outside lamps too. Fancy. Outside stairs. Nice. Leave this here for right now. Maybe we'll, in the next episode, we'll make up some oxygen tanks, and maybe we'll try to make it up to some of that wreckage and see if we can figure out what what comes next, because we've now made it as far as I made it in my practice game, or further than I made it in my practice game. So I want to see kind of what's next, and I think that'll be kind of what's next. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.